see what happened in Vacation Bible School this week. And I've been on vacation, so I missed it all, but this stuff is really cool. The set looks like a lot of work went into that, so I'm excited to see what's gone on. Pastor David is not here today. He took a few days to go to North Carolina to visit his children and his grandkids. And so we are here to share with you today. Please make sure you read the bulletin for the announcements. One thing that I'm going to pass around, though, is clipboards. We are in need of Sunday school teachers. And not that you have to make a commitment for every Sunday for a month. That's not what we're necessarily looking for. If that is upon your heart, please feel free to sign up for a month. But if you are interested in teaching Sunday school for a week, for a month, for 3 times throughout the year, please feel free and go ahead and sign up, and we'll get in touch with you, or somebody will get in touch with you and schedule that. What's been happening is that, our Sunday school teachers have committed a lot of time, and yet when they are the only teacher or they're there for 2 months before somebody else, they don't get to attend their own class. So it would be great if we could give everybody an opportunity to attend their Sunday school class as well. So we would really, really appreciate some volunteers to assist with Sunday school. As I said, make sure you look at the announcement in the bulletin. Make sure also that you take a look at the prayer concerns from there, and keep the families, these individuals and the families, in your thoughts and prayers as well. Are there any announcements or any other announcements? Are we good?
You can watch everything on the screen.
Okay, watch everything on the screen and enjoy, and I guess we can tap our feet and clap and stuff.
Dance.
All right.
You're all encouraged.
So let us now prepare our hearts and minds for worship. God's power is at work within us. God can help us go beyond with faith, boldness, kindness, thankfulness, and hope. Glory to God for all generations.
Welcome, friends, to Mars and Beyond, where we explore where God's power can take us. I am the mission commander, and this is my friend and first assistant here in the Astrozone Outpost.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for allowing us, your Voyagers, to join us for VBS. We've had a great time learning new things together.
We sure have. What was your favorite part?
Favorite, as in only one? That's hard to decide. Maybe when you let me practice being mission commander in session 2, or maybe watching the meteor shower with you in session 5. Oh, I know. My favorite part was sharing jokes with you in session 3. Can I share some of our Voyagers now, with some of our Voyagers now, please?
Okay, but just a few. We have lots of other fun VBS things to share with them too.
Okay. I'll count down my top 3 favorites. Number 3. Do you guys know where astronauts keep their sandwiches? Anybody know where astronauts keep their sandwiches? Well, in their lunch boxes. Get it? Number 2. How do you ride a horse in space? Anybody? How do you ride a horse in space? Use a satellite. Don't you love it? And here comes my personal favorite space joke of all time. Number one, what did Mars say to Saturn? Give me a ring sometime. Isn't that just the greatest?
You sure know a lot of jokes. What fun, BBS things do you think we should share with our new friends next?
Wait, well, I also love learning and sharing our Vectorverse with them.
Our Vectorverse is the inspiration for everything we do here at the To Mars and Beyond Outpost. It comes from Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. And it says, "Glory to God, who is able to do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine by his power at work within us." Let's all say that together. Glory to God, who is able to do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine by his power at work within us.
Hey, you know what's better than saying the Vectorverse?
What's that?
Singing it.
Huh?
Can we do our Vector song to help all our new Voyagers learn it?
Great idea. Voyagers, let's share our Vectorverse song with our guests. Sing it loud. Here it comes. God Can Do.
God can show the lion's mouth and change the minds of kings. God can make a leopard dance and cause the blind to see. God can raise the dead and God can calm a raging sea. I can do it, but God can do it. Glory to God who can. Glory to God who can. Do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do. God give me compassion when I see someone deceased. God please give me courage in the face of enemies. Change my heart and change my mind to love as you love me. Yes, I can do it, but I can do it. Glory to God who can. Glory to God who can. Do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do far beyond all that we could ask or imagine. By his power work within us, God can do.
I just love that song. And speaking of songs, do you know what kind of songs planets like to sing?
Oh no. What?
Neptunes. You see what I did there?
Oh my, you're really on a roll! Along with our Vectorverse and all of your jokes, Voyagers also learn Bible stories and memorized power launchers. Power launchers are key learning phrases that help us remember where God's power can take us on our journey with God. I think we have a transmission coming in.
Greetings, Voyagers. We are receiving a special signal from one of our spaceships, the Starship Galaxian. We are certain that you are the best team to assist them. Please stand by for transmission and special instructions on how you can help.
Starship Galaxia, calling from the far reaches of the astral zone. We have completed our mission exploring planets beyond our solar system, but we've overused our ship's resources in the process. Now we are stranded and unable to return home. We request outpost assistance. Here is our current location. Lieutenant Lee Francis, as our pilot and navigational officer, will you please display our current location to the Mars outpost?
Aye, Captain. That is, I would love to, but I think I misplaced my navigational key card. Where could it be? I had it just a minute ago.
Chief Science Officer Dr. Speck, can you display our current location to the Mars outpost? Dr. Speck.
Did you call me Captain? I'm sorry, since we've completed our mission, I've had nothing to do. I've gotten bored waiting for our rescue, and Lieutenant Ifraza seems to have everything in hand.
Found it! Oh, wait. It's just my frequent eater card from the ice cream factory. 2 more visits until I get a free chocolate shake.
So I've decided to take up crossword puzzles. They're fascinating. Have you done any?
Of course, Dr. Speck.
Ooh, excellent. Now, do you know the 4th planet from the sun begins with M and has 4 letters in it?
Really?
Aha! Found it! Okay, just need to boot the computer and... Well, the computer works, but our navigation system is completely out.
Lieutenant, please run a full diagnostic to determine which of our systems are still operational.
Besides navigation, piloting and propulsion are out. External sensors are out. The engine is out. Even the kitchen is out.
Out of chocolate, that is.
What? That's a big deal to me.
Okay, I have documented that those systems are out. What is in?
According to the latest research in laboratory fashion, ink-resistant pocket protectors are in, and flip phones are making a comeback.
Not in this galaxy, Dr. Speck. The only systems still fully operational are communications and life support. The transporter may function, but only for very small items.
Thank you. Mars Outpost, we need your help. Our fuel cells run on 5 special elements. In order to get home, we need to refuel each one. Just a few small samples of each element would be enough.
Our first Bible story came from the Old Testament book Daniel, chapter 6. In it we learned how Daniel had faith in God to help him in amazing ways. Faith means trusting God even when you don't know what's going to happen. Some men were jealous of Daniel and created a trap to get Daniel in trouble if he prayed to God. Daniel prayed anyway because he had faith in God. Even though it meant he would be thrown in a den of lions, Daniel trusted God to take care of him, and God did.
That's why our Power Watcher for session 1 was go beyond with faith. Can you say that with me? Go beyond with faith. Every time we say a Power Launcher, we ask that you please respond by calling out the Vectorverse. Actually, we're not going to do that. We're just going to re-say Power Launcher. But I will repeat the first Power Launcher right now. Go beyond with faith. Go beyond with faith. Great job. Thank you. Here's one of our favorite songs that we learned day 1.
The battle rages, but the victory
We really did explore where God's power could take us at VBS. Here are some of those memories.
Everybody needs to know their love, that somebody will always be there. God made us to be the hands and feet to show the world how much Jesus cares. So we will go, we will share everything we have to give, and if it doesn't seem like much, just a little bit of love goes a long, long way. Just a little bit of love can watch the whole world change. Just a little bit of love, the walls come falling down. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of love. We will love 'cause Jesus first loved us with the love we never could earn. Now we get to be His hands and feet to share His love all over the world. So we will go, we will share everything we have to give, and if it doesn't seem like much, just a little bit of love goes a long, long way. Just a little bit of love can watch the whole world change. Just a little bit of love, the walls come falling down. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of love. The name of Jesus, we will light the world with the love He's given to us. We'll light the world. In the name of Jesus, we will light the world with the love He's given to us. We'll light the world. Just a little bit of love goes a long, long way. Just a little bit of love can watch the whole world change. Just a little bit of love, the walls come falling down. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit of love.
Our Bible story for session 2 came from the Old Testament book of Esther, chapters 4 through 9, and it told us about Queen Esther. Queen Esther's people were in danger, and she was the only person in the kingdom with the position and resources to help them. In those days, approaching the king without permission could cost a person his or her life. Queen Esther had to be bold to meet with the king anyway and stand up for her people. When she did, the king listened to her and her people were saved.
Because of our faith, we can be bold like Queen Esther to use our position and resources to stand up for others too. And that's why our power launcher for session 2 was Go Beyond with Boldness. Let's sing
Let's get go beyond
with boldness. Let's sing a song we learned on day 2.
If I fly on the wings of eagles, far beyond the stars, if I sink to the depths of oceans, even then
So, you heard that Pastor David is away, and we all thought we got off the hook, right?
Greetings, Voyagers, and a special hello to parents and worshipers at St. John's. I'm talking to you from our base station just outside the planet of Mars, where this week at Vacation Bible School we've been going to Mars and beyond. Throughout the week, we've learned many things with our Voyagers. I have the privilege of telling our sacred stories in our Bible Action Theater. Each evening, our Voyagers learned a different power launcher from a Bible story that could help them throughout their lives. Characters, traits, and qualities such as faith, boldness, kindness, thankfulness, and hope. These are the things that can help us as we journey through the darkest space that we can imagine. Throughout our lives, God is always there, and those power launchers will help us make it through.
Session 3's Bible story came from Luke chapter 10, and it's a story that Jesus told, and it was called The Parable of the Good Samaritan. In it, a Jewish traveler was robbed, hurt, and left alone on the road. Two religious leaders saw the man as they came along on the road, but they both passed him by without helping. A third man came along who was a Samaritan. And Samaritans and Jews normally did not like each other. But this Samaritan stopped anyway. And he showed the traveler kindness by cleaning him up, getting him to a safe place, and paying for him to spend the time there and heal.
So, during session 3, Jesus wants us to show kindness, not just in our words, but in our actions too. And that was something that we were really trying to really instill in our children that joined us during the week for Vacation Bible School. And as you're walking in, you see all of these bags up here. Well, these are bags that the children put together during their craft time to share some kindness. So, kids, it's our turn to share kindness with you. So, grab a bag, and off you go. So this is completely random, so there's no preconceived notions of anything here. It's just grab a bag and share it out so that we can share kindness to you. One more bag to deliver. We're looking, and we have a delivery. So our power launcher for session 3 was go beyond with kindness. Can you say that with me? Go beyond with kindness. So that is one of the big lessons that we all need to learn from this week of Vacation Bible School is to share kindness. Now, we're going to sing the song, Love That Makes the World Go Round.
Come on, take a look around at the world. Definitely broken book. I know you're gonna see broken heart, broken mind, and a lot of broken dreams. But we get to be the hands and feet to friends and family, next door neighbors. We can even show a little kindness to a stranger. Jesus said to go love the least of these, and He would even help us learn to love our enemies. Even when the sun's not shining, it could be a beautiful day. Find someone in the valley, show a little love tonight. The way it's love that makes the world go round. Jesus is where true love's found. Let His love shine through you to brighten up the world. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Every boy and girl. We're show kindness, we didn't deserve. We can give you love, we could never earn. Mercy free, grace unending. Now we get to share His love and be a blessing. Friends and family, next door neighbors. We can even show a little kindness to a stranger. Jesus said to go love the least of these, and He would even help us learn to love our enemies. Even when the sun's not shining, it can be a beautiful day. Find someone in the valley, and show a little love to hide the way. It's love that makes the world go round. Jesus is where true love's found. Let His love shine through you to brighten up the world. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Every boy and girl. It's love that makes the world go round. Jesus is where true love's found. Let His love shine through you to brighten up the world. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Every boy and girl. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Oh, come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Every boy and girl. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Come on, everybody, we can make a difference. Every boy and girl.
All right, so while my teens are helping me set up, I would explain a little bit what science was. Every day, the kids came in to see me and my mom in the nursery, and we did a science experiment that usually correlated with the Bible story that night. So for the last night, we did centripetal force, and that talked about how it was like kindness, and Jesus had appeared to His disciples, and the disciples were so wowed, and it was cheesy, but it was fun. But so the experiment that these guys are setting up right now was on the first night we did 2 different types of rockets. We did balloon rockets, we shot them across the auditorium, and we did film canister rockets. And in 2019, it's hard to find film canisters, but we did it. And so this went along with Daniel in the Lion's Den and not conforming to peer pressure. So I guess I can do it while I explain. So what we did was we filled a film canister up halfway with water. And then we put in half an ounce of something tablet, and then we had to work quickly to put the lid on and tip it upside down. And then we just wait. So they've got a couple more I think that they're gonna shoot off. When Ryan did it, we did it outside because it was nights out. And when Ryan did it, his shot about 8 feet up into the air. I'm not sure how, because none of the other ones did, but his managed to get pretty high.
I failed at first.
So we took, we took about a cup of baking soda, and then we would take a quarter of the measurement of baking soda and put that much conditioner in it. And then we would just mix it all together.
It smells pretty good.
And then we would get something that is similar in texture and consistency to snow. And the kids had a really fun time playing with it outside. They were like amazed that it was cold and felt like snow. And yeah, I'm pretty sure most of them, when I asked, they were like, I liked making snow the best. And we did some other things. We made the second night we made robots that can draw on their own. The parents have probably seen them. We made volcanoes, we made lava lamps, and it was a lot of fun being in science again.
And along with the snow theme,
So we also had fun in the game galaxy every night. And in fact, on night 2, we went to Planet Courage to collect boldness. And it was quite cold on Planet Boldness, so we decided to have a snowball fight. Now, kids. Within us. Our snowballs happen to have verses on them, and we thought it would be pretty cool if God would send snowballs or raindrops with the scriptures that we needed just at the right moment in life. But God's power is everywhere. Our Bible story for session 4 came from Luke chapter 17. It's the story of how Jesus healed 10 men with a skin disease. Because of their condition, these men were outcasts, and Jesus not only gave them back their health, he gave them back their lives and relationships. But of the 10, only 1 came back to say thank you.
We get very excited, busy, excited, worried, or worried sometimes. But Jesus shows us that it is a special blessing when we remember to pause and say thanks to God. And that's why our power launcher for session 4 was Go Beyond with Thankfulness. Let's say that.
Go beyond with thankfulness.
Let's sing our song titled We Thank You.
Jesus, you're the one we're grateful for.
Speaking of thankfulness, I think now is a perfect time to take a moment and be thankful for everything that has come together to make this year's Vacation Bible School so successful. First off, I want to thank all of you. Without your efforts, your time, your money, a program like this would not be successful. We would be pulling at strings and it would just be a hard thing to pull together. So thank you to each and every one of you who sold sandwiches, gave an offering, whatever the case may be, thank you to each and every one of you. To the kids, you are the reason that we do Vacation Bible School. Without you, I'd just be a fool up here jumping around and having a good time. So, thank you for giving your week and coming in and learning about all the power launchers and learning about our faith and our love of Jesus. And joining together and having a good time during this week. And lastly, they heard it on Thursday, but for myself, for the kids, the week wouldn't spin, the world wouldn't go round, we wouldn't go to Mars, we wouldn't go beyond Mars if it weren't for our faithful group of volunteers that staff all the different sessions that the kids enjoy and those that lead them to those sessions. If you had a part, would you please stand? Adult leaders, I see you all. Come on, stand up, please. Truly from the bottom of my heart, but more importantly, to God's heart, thank you for leading the children to find their journey to Mars and beyond, to find God and love Jesus. So, moving on.
In our last session, we learned a Bible story from Luke 24, when Jesus accompanied two friends as they were traveling, but they didn't recognize him at first. The story took place after Jesus had already died, and the men were discussing the rumors of him coming back to life. They started out confused and discouraged, but walking and talking with Jesus made them feel better. Later, the men realized who Jesus was. They were so excited they went back to Jerusalem to share the good news with the disciples right away.
Jesus gave the disciples hope, and he gives us hope too. We want to share that hope with others. That's why our power launcher for session 5 was Go Beyond with Hope. Everybody, go beyond with hope. Good. Let's sing God of Wonders to help us remember that God is our hope.
The heavens are
At VBS, we know it's not enough to hear about God's love. We went to go beyond by sharing God's love with others. This week at VBS, we did just that. Normally, we usually have a mission project that we work on. Well, this year, we had 2 mission projects going simultaneously. The first was with our nightly offering, which is designated this year to be joined with the other monies raised by our congregation for the victims of the fire here in Red Lane 2 weeks ago. Our efforts there, we raised almost $100 over the week, so that will be joined with the other funds collected here. Our other project was a canned foods donation that will go to support Community Reach and the food pantry there in Red Lion. As you were walking in, you could see the food that was collected out on the stairs outside of the auditorium. So now, let's collect our morning offering to support the life, work, and other missions of this congregation. And while they're doing that, we're going to sing another song. Thank you, Lord, for giving us the means to do the life work of your church.
Thanks to all of you, our friends and family, for a thrilling and successful VBS at To Mars and Beyond.
thought he was going to come back and have another transmission for us. But ultimately, Commander 2 Beyond was grateful because we were able to supply all 5 elements for their ship to get back from where they were. So, do we remember what the 5 elements were? Faith, boldness, kindness, thankfulness, and hope. Yes.
Wait, we have 2 more songs to sing yet. On our final night, we learned the song Moving On. Let's sing that now.
Mars and Beyond VBS, we would start with our theme song and close with our theme song. So, it's your turn. Get on your feet, join with us, and sing On Our Way to Mars and Beyond.
Thank you.
receive the benediction, we are going to sing the last two verses of I Love to Tell a Story, which is in the hymnal, but it will be on the screen as well, correct? However, I think, again, that all the volunteers and the kids and Lee need a round of applause because it's really amazing. Prep that goes into having the week, as you can see by what's happening here, and a lot of planning that goes on that we often forget about. So you did an amazing job, everybody. Thank you. Let us find faith in God for boldness to stand up for others, kindness in word and deed, thankfulness that gives and receives blessings freely, and hope in the knowledge that God's power will whatever be at work within us. Amen. Go in peace to serve the Lord.